Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the
Sadly Relatable podcast.
We back, baby.
Yay, yay!
Ooh.
You know what's so
That was
funny?
energy.
In like 5 years' time, because I've done it so much, I'm going to sound like Beyonce.
Yeah, do you know what? Some some close friends, not close friends, family members, were like, it's getting a bit childish now, the intro. Do you want to change it?
It was mum, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
And I was like, what? That's like the signature. And I was thinking, imagine we're here at 30. We back, baby.
You say that at 30 like it's like next year.
Wait, I meant to say 50.
Yeah, 30 is like literally next year.
Literally.
I knew it was mum.
I know straight away.
Wow. Wait, guys, do you not think we should change our intro?
No, I really like it, to be
No, I'm not
honest.
asking you.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys think we should change our intro?
Let us know.
Hi guys, hello to the podcast. Welcome here today.
Yeah, like, I don't want to be like, all right, we're back.
No, I like the...
Like, because it naturally
I
happens.
like it. I'm sorry, mums. Don't be a hater.
Yeah. Yeah, how you doing? Our last episode did really well, to be honest. Wasn't expecting it.
I know. I love that everyone... Like, I love that people loved it.
I know. Even me, I was like so nervous. I was like, oh, people still going to want to watch and stuff like that. But you lot showed out, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you lot.
I love, like, I'm not going to lie, the comment section... I forgot how great it feels to read the comment section on the podcast.
No, wallah, literally. Not even that. We got some DMs as well that I need to reply to. It's baiting my
What,
stuff up on our actual Instagram page.
Aw.
Bro, I forgot that wallah, it's like a cure to my anxiety sometimes. I was having really bad anxiety and I read 2 DMs and I was like, my heart just literally calmed down straight away.
Guys, we
I
actually
forgot that
love
feeling.
you so much. Like, I don't know how to explain it yet, but reading the comment section on the podcast, wallah, it gives me dopamine and serotonin.
No, it does.
So you lot make me happy.
People are showing you so much love,
I
which
know,
you're not used to in a day.
And how's life?
But on the opposite end of that, yeah, and I've noticed this happened to us a few times in it. It's the only comment that will ever piss me off ever, yeah. And it's on some of the clips of us on TikTok. Is there'll be a random person who's never
Let's
come
start
across
a
us.
podcast.
Yeah, oh my god, like the quotation. Let's start a podcast,
Yeah,
bro.
let's start a podcast.
I was like, we've earned our strike. I feel like we were here before that was even a thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. I've seen a few.
because I genuinely believe we started our podcast, and then just after that is when it became like this all. Like, not saying that we started that trend,
Yeah.
but we were able to hop in just before.
Yeah. There wasn't like a lot of people doing as many as there is now doing podcasts. Which I'm not gonna lie, I think do your thing. If you want to start a podcast, start your podcast.
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
I think they're so fun to do, and yeah.
But I still get annoyed when they're like that, and I'm like, we've earned our stripes. Like,
and
we've
what
put
the
work
hell?
in.
That's literally how it freaking works. It's literally people having a conversation and going, you know what, we should start a podcast.
Yeah.
Like, what?
But the joke is that, like,
I know, I get it. Not everyone should start
majority
a
of
podcast.
people like think their conversations are like so interesting.
I know, I get it, but
or they like get high together and they're like, oh my god, we should just start a podcast.
yeah, that's how we started. But no, it's not. I don't even think it's about people finding other people's conversations interesting, because I don't sit here and think what I have to say is so interesting at all.
Yeah.
I just think that for me personally, you know, when you watch a podcast, sometimes I need background noise all the time. So like cleaning, and even if you just sit down and watch, I don't know, it just feels like.
To be honest,
family.
I've noticed I gravitate more towards podcasts that are like, you feel like you're the third person sitting there, and like it's almost like you're looking at your mates and they're busting jokes.
Yeah.
That's what I want to feel like when I'm watching a podcast.
Yeah.
Not like, sometimes I like the educational ones, but
I've been watching educational ones.
I like sitting and feeling like I'm going to laugh my head off at any moment. Like, that's how funny and enjoyable it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thought of people watching this and like laughing, because you were telling me about your wife as well, because I was watching back the last episode and I was like laughing at some bits, and I was like, I'm literally laughing at
Yeah, you were. I guarantee it's only your bits as well.
yeah, it was. And then I was like, wait, there's people out here that watch this and laugh at our podcast. And then you told me about your wife.
Yeah, like my wife was watching it. She had her headphones in and everything, and I remember she keep hearing her laughing her head off. And I'm like, that's sick, but she doesn't do that in person.
That's so cute that she
She's probably
watches
laughing
the
at your
pod-
jokes.
True. Oh yeah. That's so cute that she watches the podcast.
I know, it makes you feel. I feel like loved. I'm like, oh, she cares. Like she wants.
Oh,
to...
she just wants to listen to me more.
Yeah, maybe.
Allahumma barik. So, thanks for joining us, guys. Sorry, I feel like today we're just straight in convo.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's what we should do. It's a
It's a podcast.
Thank you so much for the love on the last episode. I feel like you guys make me happy.
Yeah, it's motivational as well. Like, I'm ready to get back into the business.
I think that's why today me and Abe are more like...
Yeah,
Have
we're
you
like very
noticed?
excited to sit down and talk.
Today we're like,
let's go.
let's start a podcast. But yeah, how's life?
Yeah, it's good, man. I've been chilling, billing. Something I wanted to mention to you, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what it was. I feel like you today. What can I think?
You feel like a 10 out of 10 with a banging personality.
Yeah, but that's not you.
That was very
Yeah, that was dead. Actually, I have it written down. I'm sitting here trying to think about it.
So, Life.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say to you. Sorry, this is what I was gonna bring up. Have you seen the whole trend of like live streaming that's going on? Like people on Twitch,
Yeah.
Kick, and Rumble, and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Have you seen the drama of like what Kick's been doing?
No, I know that they were paying people a lot of money.
Yeah, like ridiculous amount
like
of money.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then what?
So basically, they're like, I think they're owned. I might be wrong, by the way. I think they're owned by Stake or something like that, which is like a gambling company. But they've got like just an infinite amount of money. So they're paying like big creators to come from like their
Twitch.
where they're going. Yeah, other competitors and bring them there. And they're paying them like but ridiculous amounts, like hundreds of millions.
Shout me.
And it's kind of started this trend now where I'm seeing everyone going on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I think it's like, oh, let's do Twitch. And if it starts to work, then I might get that Kick deal.
You know what's so funny? I was like, I want to start Twitch so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said this like a year ago, but the reason being is because I was like, I really used to enjoy live streaming. And I can't lie, I still do enjoy it. I just don't like how toxic TikTok is on live. So I stopped doing it. But I was like, if I do it on Twitch, it's like...
They have to kind of go out their way to come view you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's going to be more supportive people.
Exactly. Same with the podcast.
Yeah, and I do feel like you'd be good at it because you're naturally... That's how... Remember even back in the day, Periscope, you literally were like someone who'd go live and just talk crap.
I know. I'm so good at talking shit.
But yeah, I feel like if you went on like Twitch or something like that and even did some gaming, because I remember you used to play zombies and like people would enjoy seeing you in them situations.
I love playing zombies. But I have a question for you, right? Because I don't have a Twitch account. I've never watched anyone on Twitch. Do they have accounts or they watch?
No, yeah, there's a huge audience out there.
Do you have Twitch?
I do have it. I go and watch some people.
Do you guys have Twitch?
And like there's a way it works how you get paid. If people will sub and it's like £5 a month, you basically get a subscription based thing. And you can watch it for free as well, but it's just I think people that want to support and stuff like that. So the main reason I bring it up is because of a YouTuber that I used to watch called FouseyTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he is someone who was actually the first person that I like became a fan of on YouTube. I used to watch his pranks, and then he started a vlog channel called Dose of Fousey, where he like vlog. But we're talking back in the day when like there was only a few people doing vlogs, like Roman Atwood and all these guys. Did you ever watch them?
I did. I used to watch. I didn't watch their vlogs, but I'd watch their pranks.
Yeah.
Roman Atwood and Do you
So
remember that prank where he's like upstairs high and he has a little Superman costume on his kid and he like
throws him off the balcony.
It's not his actual kid. It's like got pillows. And
Yeah, that was jokes.
That was like a very
But you know what? You know like making pranks like that must have been so easy to fake. It's just you and your wife, and you just all right, look, and then all of a sudden millions.
Do you know what though? The only thing when I see prank channels, even now, because there's some people that do pranks on each other, I'm like, look, if I'm married, after the third prank, I'm going to know everything you do.
Literally.
After the second prank, I'm going to know, I'm even going to start to think things that aren't a prank are a prank.
Yeah, that's what I got confused about.
With prank channels, and like they are entertaining, don't get it twisted, but I just feel like, come on. Like,
I used to watch prank first prank as well. Jesse and Gina.
They got divorced.
Yeah, I know. They left. I don't think they were married. They were just boyfriend and girlfriend for like 10 years.
Oh.
And they had a cat called Bamboo and Nyla. Oh,
I'm
them
so
vlogs was so lit.
sad.
But anyway, my main point is this, yeah?
Yeah.
So FouseyTube at the time, he used to like do vlogs, and
You
he
used to love FouseyTube. I remember he was like the one that would speak about mental health, and it made you comfortable to speak about mental health.
Yeah, not even that. I just felt like I had someone to relate to at the time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't that bad, it just felt nice to see someone kind of open up about how they feel.
I thought he was going to say it felt nice to see someone else go through it.
Just felt good to see someone in a worse position.
Someone else suffering.
No, it just educated me a lot to mental health and all that kind of stuff. But the main reason is this. For some, I don't know, I can't ever shake it yet. He goes through a lot. He's got like bipolar, I think, and a lot of like mental health issues, which means he's gone through like a lot of what are they called?
Downs.
Ups and downs, but like
Trials and tribulations.
public, where he just self-destructs and like does something crazy online.
Yeah, what the hell? Who would do that?
No, worse than you.
No, I know.
You do kind of remind me of him though.
What the?
Like when you're there, you just can't stop. Like I've seen you in the moments where you're like we'll tell you to get off the live and you just can't. You have to keep going.
Okay, that was one time, bro.
Okay, but it's similar vibe.
Okay, so it's more like a public breakdown.
Yeah.
Meltdown.
Yeah, but his goes on for like a long time.
Oh, I feel so bad for him.
But it's like an episode, basically. They call him like a manic episode, that's it. The thing is, so he's been through a lot where like he basically was really one of the biggest YouTubers at one point. Like 10 million subscribers. He was making millions, hundreds of thousands a month. And
Allahu Barik.
I've like watched his whole journey, and he went on this journey of like he made so much money, but he always talks about how he's never smart with his business, so he never he would just make money from views and maybe some brand deals, but he never created another revenue stream. So he never he started a clothing brand, but he was never consistent with it. It was like falling off. Like he'd do it a bit, not do it. There was no investment in other things to like stabilize himself. He brought his parents a house, brought some Ferraris and that, but it was all just money from YouTube.
Yeah.
And then eventually he went through this manic episode and all this stuff, and he like fell off hard, like really hard, to the point.
Was he not posting?
He didn't post for a bit, and then he'd start a new channel. Like he'd start a new channel, do all right, and then he'd move to another channel. It was almost, you could see the bipolar like vibe of like, I'm doing this now I'm focused on this, now I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And so I've always just followed him throughout the years for ages, just because no matter how bad it gets for him, I've still got this like, it's so weird. Even though I'm a grown man now, I have love for FoodTube. Like
but that makes it makes you understand as well the people when they comment about us as well. Obviously, FoodTube's huge, but I'm saying, you understand the connection that you can have with someone even though you don't know them. Even though it's through a screen.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
And you like really look up to him. You care about him as if he's your friend.
Yeah, literally. It's so weird because obviously he has no idea who I am. But he's the only YouTuber that I would ever like see him and be like, oh, like literally I'd probably open up to him and be like, I've been following you. Like, everyone else would be like, oh, you cool. I'd almost treat them like peers. But with him, I'd be like so gassed to see him. But anyway, the point is this. He went through like a phase of like losing his din, religion wise, and all this stuff, and loads of manic episodes happened. And he got to a point where recently he was like, he keeps having ups and downs, getting involved a little bit, because imagine like you fall off, but all your friends are still big YouTubers, and you're still connected, so you're still seen at events, and you're still seen in the background of certain things.
I'm not gonna lie, it's 100%. I understand. It's a mental health thing. It's like when you have no motivation to even be alive, you have no motivation to work or produce content. So I feel really bad for him.
So then he got to a point where he had like no money left. Like he even said it himself, he was applying for Uber because he got rid of all his Ferraris. He had to sell the house that he bought for his parents. They had to move back to a different place.
Does he say this on like a podcast?
A podcast and like some numerous videos. And he went from like having like 7 million in his career, made over 7 million, to like nothing. Like he said he had like 20k left, but he said he had 30k left, but he had a credit card that had a 30k outstanding bill. Oh. So he was just about to
hit zero.
Yeah, like he was basically in minus.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get an Uber job. He applied for it and everything.
Aww.
And then he went live on Twitch. Obviously, he's still got a bit of a fan base, but it's not that big. Yeah. And people started watching him, and he was like, so I just leave it on. Like he got to the end of the night and he was like, do you know what? Should I just leave it on? And they were like, yeah, leave it on. Like, you know how sometimes your audience will gas you. So then he left it on, and then they stayed for the night, and then he just kept going, where he just left it on for ages, and then he started getting more and more viewers, and then eventually he got a viewer that was sending him money, and he like made like 30k on top. Like he just started making good money over these days, and he started going viral on TikTok. You know what TikTok's like now? I started
to see his TikToks of his live streams pop up.
And then he got like clips and everything, and he got more religious and everything, all this stuff. You see him praying on live and stuff like that, and learning. And then eventually he got so like viral that he got a Kick deal through Aiden Ross, who's this person who's partnered with Kick and everything, for rumored to be 15 million or above. Do you know how crazy that is? And when he like got the deal and he like announced it, I literally like nearly shed a tear, because I just know how broken he was. I remember seeing him in the back of YouTube vlogs.
So cute.
And it was almost like he was just trying to fit in with everyone, even though he lost his status.
But can I just say something, right?
Yeah.
I just think it's so cute that, and I know because I have people that I feel that way about, like people that don't know me that I watch. Like, you don't know them.
Yeah.
And the fact that you could have saw that and be like, why don't I have fear? And you got so happy for him as if it happened to you.
Listen, you can probably ask my wife. I was just gassed. I was like, I literally felt like I got it. I was like, he got 50.
That is so cute.
Because he was also singing the song, and he put a song on that he used to end his vlogs with back in the day, and it's a J. Cole song talking about Simba, like the lion or whatever. And when he put it on, it was like reminiscing, and I was just like, wallah, it honestly felt like I got the money as well. I was like, yeah. And he was posting like, I did. Like, he's now made more than what he ever made on YouTube. And he came back so hard. But the problem is, it got even worse. Like on the lives, he started like acting up a lot because he wanted the audience to stay, and he hasn't even signed the deal yet. Yeah.
But why did he tell people, man?
I know. That I honestly believe that Evil Eye like messed him up.
100%.
I think he still got the deal, because he's come back. But he had another manic episode. I think he was overworking, doing lives. And to be honest, I saw him in a state that I didn't like. He was being really rude to people that were working for him. So it made me like, I was like, right, I don't know if this really him or is this what he's like.
yeah.
You can never tell in them situations.
Yeah.
Anyway, to like bring this whole story to an end, on the night before he had his manic episode and had to go to a mental hospital, he's coming back now. He's like made a release video.
Is he good? Is he
I think he's
now?
I think he's a lot better. But on that night,
guys, make dua for him. May Allah make it easy for him and help.
On that night, I stayed up until like 3 a.m. watching the live. He sat down and he prayed in front of everyone, and he was like so content just before he like
How
went
many
crazy.
viewers did he have?
He gets like I don't know, thousands on there watching.
Is it Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch. And he sat down and prayed, and when he finished his prayer, he started making dua to Allah. But when I say like he was crying his eyes out, saying thank you for certain things, but the way he was praying his dua was exactly how I've done in times where you're just bawling. And I was literally watching the live in bed. My wife's asleep, and I'm crying watching the live of him making dua. And I was like crying with him.
And he was crying. His wife's like, "You're right." Yeah, what?
Yeah, huh? Bro, I was literally in tears, and I was like thanking Allah for him as well, because I was like, to see him go from having so much, losing it all, and then he has to be around. Like I could see that when he was around these other influencers, I could just tell he felt less than all of them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like they just look at him like he's the guy that fell off, but he's here.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And I don't know. And then it was just a crazy thing. But basically, Twitch is like the new thing now that everyone's trying to get on.
Wait, so can you give us like a positive end to this? So
positive end is he went to a mental hospital and he had to like do certain time to come out of it.
Therapy,
therapy, all that stuff. And he's come back, and I think he's still got the deal. And he's making an announcement and coming back fully.
Oh, you must be happy.
I am, but I'm also worried for him because like I feel like him having that much money kind of changed him. I saw it I just can't tell, but
just make dua for him.
I can't help but care.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I feel like that was long-winded.
If I had a man that spoke about me the way Abe speaks about Lucy, I would be so content with life. That's so cute that you care about him more than me.
Yeah, but he done more for me when I was younger. No, I'm joking.
I do think that I want to speak about this, right? Because I was going to mention it in the last podcast, but then we kind of went off topic. But I know when people look at social media, right, it's an easy job. 100%, like sometimes, and compared to a lot of other jobs, it can look easy. But when I tell you the mental stress, like let's say there's someone who has no mental health issues, they've got their life together, their health's good, they don't have any, then 100% easiest job. But you pair social media with evil eye and then you add on top of it mental health issues. It's just like, it can be like so difficult. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not saying it's the hardest job in the world, but for me personally, I realized I had a time period, and it was around 2022. And what had happened is I was very overworked in this time period, right? Because I remember I was looking back at chats with like work, and I was so overworked at one point, and it was around the time that I was going through a lot of stuff, and I was just accepting jobs. I would never accept a job that with someone that I don't love, or a company I don't love, I don't love. I said that twice. But I was accepting jobs as long as I loved the company. But even if I love the company, I can still say no. Yeah. But I just felt bad saying no. So I went for like a few months of just so much work. But then on top of it, I was doing TikTok shop. And on top of it, I was going through my own stuff, which some of you lot probably know about. And then that's when the breakdown happened, like a month later. So I don't know if that's when it just all went.
So everything can like accumulate in a sense.
Exactly. So you see, when it comes to work and overworking yourself, I genuinely am such a firm believer in take all the time you need to just recuperate. Like I 100% believe that.
Yeah, but
with
some people
anything.
don't have that luxury, man.
No. When I say that, even if you're working a 9 to 5, let's say after work, usually you would go do this and do that and do this. If you can, of course, some people don't. May Allah make it easy for you. If you can, take time for yourself, man. Be alone. Do things that you love. Learn about yourself. Learn about your body. Learn about things that could help you. Because I promise you, there gets to a stage in life where you could lose your mind and you wouldn't be able to come back from it. And I'll be real with you. The way I did, and I describe it as something died inside of me. It was like 2022. Something inside of me died, and it's just never come back. And even when I watch our first few podcast episodes, or the first 6 months or year, I'm like, what happened to that bubbly, outgoing...
but there's a part of me that feels like you're a better person than that person.
No, I agree, but what I'm saying is the little like shining light inside. I mean, you can still do growth. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, something happened. And the reason I mention this is because...
Do you know what happened?
What?
Responsibility of adult life. Trust me, it's hit me as well. You just, every day, you get a little bit more of a, damn, shit ain't going to get better. Do you know what I mean? Type of feeling. Even though you want to be as positive as you can, every day, it's just that little bit gets chipped off. Like, oh shit. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Someone commented, I've started swearing.
I know.
I think I have a little bit. I don't know why.
Why have you started swearing? It's because, you know how you said in the last episode, I got married now and I have no authority. Like, I'm an adult, I can do what I want. And like, you started swearing. Tell me but yeah, I mentioned this because I want to say that as much as work is important, money is important, 100%. You're more important in the sense that you're not going to be able to work to your best ability unless you are the healthiest you can be mentally and physically. So take the time, even if it's 2 days, even if it's a day of laying in bed and doing nothing.
But you got to try not to get locked into them moments.
No, don't get locked. I'm not saying get locked into it.
Sometimes it's an escape. Like, I've been through, like, when I'm feeling that overworked or whatever, and I've gone through like a months of like doing as much as I can, I'll then fall into this like, oh, let me start a show, and then I'll just get locked into that, like get home and just watching the show, because you feel like you're escaping, but that's not going to help the situation. You have to find something healthy to do, whether it's training or finding, like, for example, even just going playing badminton. These little things where it's like different, where you can take your mind off.
Yeah, something for yourself. By the way, guys, let me just reiterate. I find a balance, literally. I don't mean just go and take as much time. I said literally if you could take a day of sitting in bed, turn your phone off. Like if you feel yourself having burnout, and you know, I heard that if you go through burnout, it can take up to 3 years to get out of that stage. Like to get your body and your brain out of burnout, it can take up to 3 years. What? So take some time. If you can, have a day off from everyone and everything. Do things you love. Go do physical activities, badminton. Do you know what I mean? Just, guys, enjoy life. We've been given one life, like, respectfully.
Yeah, or just start like a Twitch channel, try to get big, and then hopefully Kate will give you a few million.
I'm just like, you know, especially with what's happening in Palestine. And someone wrote a post saying how we keep saying free Palestine, but Palestine's freed us.
Yeah, that's so true.
And I'm like, this last month, well, I really have just realised that I do not care about this world. Like, obviously I'm going to do what I need to do to survive, look after my family and myself, but I don't care about anything. Like, I don't care if I eventually get married and have kids. I don't care if I eventually do all the things that I want to do and do this. As long as I know God's happy with me and I know I'm trying to be a good person, I don't care about anything. Yeah.
Do you know what? Like, there was a point in my life which I kind of want to get back to, but it's harder to do now that you have, like, when you get married. But there was a point, and I feel like seeing the stuff that's happening in Palestine as well, it's kind of made me slowly start having that realization again, where I would fully, like, every time I would pray, not in a suicidal way, trigger warning right after, but I used to literally ask God to take me as soon as he's happy with me. Because in my head I was like, I just want to go, like, but as soon as you're happy with me, the moment you're happy with me, take me. Do not give me another chance to do anything else. Just take me straight away, and I want to spend the rest of my time in heaven. But as much as I want that, now that I'm married and it's like, I feel like I don't want to leave my person. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
no, inshallah, may Allah give you a long life, and your wife and your family and you guys and your family.
Or take us both at the same time so we can like enjoy heaven.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
No, it's not.
No, I'm joking. I know what you mean. You're basically saying, look, if you're happy with me at this point, like, just take me. You don't need to, like, let me live longer. But you could say that back then because, wow, so you care about your wife, but not us.
No, I do. But at the same time, like, think about it.
I know what you mean.
Like, I do. And I think it's a healthier mindset to have where I'm just like, this world, I know I'm not meant to be happy here.
Yeah.
I know it's just a test. I know that eventually what matters is the afterlife and judgment day and all these things. So if I can have a chance and there's a point where you're happy with me, just take me, man. I don't want to be here.
But I do think that it would be nice to live a long, fulfilled life. And that's mainly because of the effects it would have on the people around me and you and the family.
I was having this conversation actually with my in-laws, and we were talking about people that end up in like a vegetated state. So they like are paralyzed and they can't talk, and all they can do is like move their eyes and stuff like that. Like imagine you go through like a crazy accident.
God forbid.
I don't know the exact rulings on what you're meant to do Islamically. I should probably look into that just to know. But we're talking about like, would you want people to keep you alive where you can't do nothing, you can't talk anything, but keep you alive, or let you go?
I mean, I can talk now when I don't want to be alive. So like, no, okay. Islamically, I think it would.
You just added more to the pot.
No, but Islamically, I think it would be haram, because when God wants to take you, he'll take you. Do you get it? So
but I think he'll take you either way, whether you're on the life machines or not. Do you know what I mean?
So then you just lick.
And also, is it haram because the same as medicine, he's allowed the human brain to create certain things to help us along the way. Do you know what I mean?
No, you can't. You're saying
But I'm saying I don't know. I need to look into it exactly. But there's two sides.
Yeah, I don't know.
To it.
Personally, to me,
because I agree to you, like the natural side of things. But then also, it's like saying don't take painkiller then because it's natural. But then we say we can because Allah allowed us the mind to think of to create something like that to take it.
No, but it says straight up.
Well, you need to be careful because I'm just
you
giving the
can't-
two opinions and I have to look into it.
But it's like when Allah wants the angel of death to come to you, he'll bring it to you.
Yeah, but technically that is when it's coming in.
Oh yeah.
They're not in charge. They're not doing it and overriding the system.
Oh, so I thought your question was, would you want them to?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
would you-
Yeah, it was. Sorry, yeah. Would you?
Yeah, because
it
you're
was
saying
that.
you would. You're basically saying suicide or murder.
No, like if my family had to choose with the doctors whether we're going to keep him alive or not.
No, this is different, right? There's two. Okay, so let me just explain. There's two different things. There's being in a vegetative state where your brain's awake and your body
That's
isn't.
what I'm talking about,
But
yeah.
then there's also being brain dead. So like you're alive, your body's alive, but they say to you, you're
There's no
brain
thoughts,
dead.
there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you're speaking about?
The first one.
The first one.
Mm-hmm.
Taking Islam out of it.
Yeah. Well, we don't know that exactly.
No, but just
Probably
taking it
look into
out
it,
of
yeah.
it, I would personally, I wouldn't want to be alive in that situation. But that's purely because my brain is already messed up. If that's the only thing I've got for the rest of my life, like just to think, do you know what I mean? And I'm an overthinker, so I got anxiety. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
That would be so scary.
What
It's
about
like
you?
it's like sleep paralysis forever.
Yeah. What about
I feel
you?
sad for it. So I
May
kind of.
Allah make it easy for everyone that's going through that, and
because
protect
that is so scary.
everyone.
But this is the
going through it.
thing. So I had the same thought as you at first, but then this thought of that I had next kind of like changed my opinion a little bit. So for the non-Muslims, we believe whatever suffering you go through in this life, you're rewarded on the day of judgment. So if you've been disabled or you've got all these mental illnesses or
like
physical
a
illnesses,
pin, even if a pin pricks you on your finger, there's
Yeah.
no like sort of pain or suffering you go through, and God doesn't remove your sins or reward you.
yeah, or reward you. So in my head, I was like, yeah, no, I wouldn't want to stay like that. But then I think if I did, I would get to the day of judgment and I'd see all the blessings and reward I've got for being in that state and probably be like, take me back, but give me that the whole of my life.
You're right.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's what they say. They say that you'll go and you'll see everything you went for and you'll be like, take me back and give me even more. Like that's
Yeah.
how much blessings there is afterwards. So as much as I'm like, yeah, no, it would probably benefit me more being in that state.
Like
Do you know what I mean?
1 second in hell is worse than
That
50 years in a
More than that.
Yeah. So I get what you're, now that you've I'm glad you opened my eyes to that, because
keep me there. I want to stay.
Another thing I'd say is you have, like, let's say you lived another 30 years without doing a sin.
Yeah.
30 years without backbiting. 30 years of God just taking away your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I got sad, because the reason I was thinking I don't want to is because I was like, I don't want to burden my family. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No,
not
but-
that. I know, I'm not saying it's a burden because people will go out their way to want to help and be there. But at the same time, I feel like I wouldn't want my family to have to change their life now to cater to me. Like, I'd rather everyone move on and get on with what they're doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's so sticky and it's such a sad situation. May Allah protect all of us and
Yeah,
you
I mean,
guys.
but apparently there's like a whole thing. It's not even a will. It's called something else. I can't remember the name. But there's something that you have to sign to give someone in your family permission to who chooses if that happens or not.
Oh, it's called DNR, do not resuscitate. Is it that?
DNR? No, I don't know if it's that. But it's because I think it's called something else.
No, but isn't that like
apparently
if they can turn a life support
it's
machine off?
yeah, it's almost like your next of kin type thing. But it's a document that you sign that they have control of, like what happens to you
If you're ever in a situation
where you can't like
control.
respond and stuff like that or say anything. Even apparently, I don't know if it's the same document, but there's another document for like your bank, your money, your access, all that kind of stuff. And that, because I'm learning those, obviously I'm married now, so we've been understanding there's so many things you have to do in the sense of like, because this country itself doesn't go off Islamic law with will and stuff like that. So you have to kind of like write that stuff yourself.
Wait, so I heard that if someone dies and they didn't have a will, the money all goes to the government.
I'm not sure, but I've heard the same thing.
That's so messed up.
That is mad.
But then again, why don't you have a... But then again, you wouldn't think, let me do a will.
Yeah, like imagine you die young, but you've made a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah.
And your family's left with nothing.
Surely not. Guys, someone please tell me that.
Yeah, someone correct us, because I don't know. That would be a bit messed up.
But yeah, no, the whole situation, you're right. Okay, if we're looking at it Islamically, 100% it's the best thing to go through. Because even... You know how I said 1 second in hell isn't worth it, as in is not even nowhere near...
That suffering, yeah.
Even I think 1 second in heaven, you'd be like, I'll do it again times a million.
Yeah, that's how amazing it is, literally.
Yeah, so yeah, I get what you're saying. And that's just the beautiful thing about our religion as well, is and even if you're not a Muslim, like just know that any sort of suffering you've been through, like it's all for a reason.
Yeah. And not just that, like God's always doing the best of giving you opportunities to gain reward.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you sin, it's just one sin. So if you think of sinning, it's not a sin. If you act upon it and do it, it's just one sin.
Yeah.
If you think of sinning and then don't do it, you're rewarded for not doing it. If you think of doing good, apparently it's on top of it is a good thing. When you do a good deed, it's like times by 10. So that he's literally given us all the options,
sometimes
it's all in our benefit. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes I'm genuinely like, no, all the time, not sometimes. But sometimes I say it out loud and I hear stuff like this and I'm like, I just love God so much.
Because we're so blessed. Like in my head, it makes me think, if you're a practicing Muslim, how are you going to lose? Because the good is all outweighing the bad. Like every time we do something good, it's multiplied by so much.
With that being said, right?
Yeah.
Good topic, okay? Because I've seen, and I've actually had a conversation with someone about this recently, especially with the older generation. There's a lot of practicing Muslims, as in they pray their 5 daily prayers. They've been to Hajj. Sorry, there's like a bit of dry skin on my finger. They pray their daily prayers. They've been to Hajj. They've done all their pillars. They listen to Quran. They fast during Ramadan. And they're so good. You look at them and say practicing Muslims, but there's other things in life, and it's usual cultural things that they're so backwards in, and it's like not even just little things.
Yeah, we've experienced that with our own like elders and stuff like from Morocco and stuff like that. Yeah,
and it's like they're so backwards, and it's like imagine spending your whole life dedicating it to Allah in a sense where you're following His religion correctly, but then there's like a couple of things culturally that you're just like completely off about. Yeah,
and there's like two ways of looking at this, which we should probably educate ourselves on more. So take this, guys, with a grain of salt and do your own research. But the way I look at it is, obviously Allah looks at intention.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's also an obligation upon us to educate ourselves. You can't just be like, oh, I never knew. But you didn't go out of your way to really study
especially
every
if you've
aspect.
got grandchildren telling, because a lot of the time it'll be you've got children or grandchildren telling you, and you're just like, no, as in, I'm saying like...
us telling the older generation and they don't want to listen.
And they're like, no, da-da-da. So that's...
I know best type thing, yeah.
Oh, that's so scary. Culture scares me so much.
I know. It is sad. I think like the realization when you start doing your own studying, that's why I feel like internet has also been a blessing at the same time.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, before the internet and the age of information, we were just going with what our parents were telling us and what they learned from there, and it's all like this ongoing thing. Anything, it's like Chinese whispers. Anything could like be added. It's the slightest things that like you don't realize.
In the cracks. Like even like, you know, when you were younger and they'd say, if you don't say Bismillah, the shaitan eats with you. Or if you don't, if you leave your prayer mat out, the shaitan...
Do you know what me and my cousin used to do?
Yeah.
We heard that if you don't say Bismillah, the shaitan eats with you. But then if you say it mid-eating, he'll like throw it all up. And we used to be like, think we were cool. Like, yeah, let's just eat almost to the end. And then both say Bismillah and he'll throw up. And we used to do that, like eat our food all the way to the end and be like, Bismillah. And then he'd be like, ha.
I'm sorry, guys. But that is where it started, him being crazy. I'm pretty sure I might have done that with you once. I remember sitting at Wimmer's house.
No, this was at Brahim's.
Yeah, no, but I remember, like, I feel like he influenced me to do that as well.
Yeah, that's so funny.
But do you also remember, like, they'd say that if you leave your sandal facing the sky, you should never leave your sandals facing the sky because it's facing God. And
that stuff is so silly. I'm sorry.
There's so much stuff that, like...
I remember Wimmer used to always tell me, don't sit next to the TV because your eyes will turn square. And I used to think, too close to the TV, your eye thingy
Who
turn
told?
square.
She probably believed it herself. My nan told me don't look in the mirror at night, which is probably maybe a thing.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
My nan told me to pray 5 times a day.
Imagine we say something that's actually legit, and we're like, yeah, what the hell?
No, but my nan she has some funny thing has come out of her mouth before.
Yeah.
Like very funny things have come out of my nan's mouth.
Right, guys, I actually have a segment, and it's a new segment on the Relatable podcast. It is called Kalo's Killer Segment.
Okay, so do you not want to tell us what the segment is?
Yeah, I'm about
in the
to.
name?
Give me a second. Yeah.
In the name.
So, I'm going to give you an option of 2 things that exist in this world at the moment, and you have to kill one of them off, meaning that...
I was about to make a joke, but growth, because
Well
I
done.
didn't make it.
So, you have to kill one of them off, meaning that from this day forward, no one will ever experience that again. It won't exist, but they know it used to exist, and you
Okay.
have to live life now never seeing that again and never experiencing it.
Okay, go on.
Okay.
And you're going to give me... And wait, so I kill one of them off?
Yeah, and you have to pick between your 2.
Okay, so pick what to keep and what not to keep.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
go.
first one is sunsets or beaches.
But with sunsets, is the sun never going to come up?
No, it will just go black and dark. So no
Get rid
beautiful
of the
sunsets.
sunset, bruv.
Huh?
Get rid of the sunset.
Sunsets are beautiful.
Okay, they're beautiful, but like, there's a lot of beautiful things in life. That was so easy.
I thought this was going to be hard.
Okay, like sunsets.
Look at me like, no, not the sunsets.
No, sunsets are beautiful. I agree. It's nice to see down, but like, as long as the sun's there, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared to beaches, come on.
Yeah, true. You want to experience a beach. Beach is nice.
Exactly.
You can't really experience it unless you go to a women's only one.
No, I can experience it. I just got to wear a full... Do you want to know how uncomfortable it is? Because I tried the whole burkini thing. Look,
Yeah.
if you like burkinis, 100% go for it, yeah? Not for me, bruv.
Is it like a difference of opinion? Because like, is it even actually like
No, so,
classed
look,
as-
if you can find a modest way to swim, because some people say that when you get in the water, it shows your body. What are we supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? Just stay at home and not
don't
enjoy
swim.
life?
No, I'm joking. There must be a way. I don't
Anyway,
know.
if you don't mind wearing full clothes when you swim, live
But
your
even
life.
full clothes is the same thing. It just
No,
sticks
but you know what I mean. Modest way. Shut up. For me personally, it's not for me. I tried it. It's not. I find. Just imagine going into a pool
with clothes
with
on. I feel like you're
that's
gonna
what it feels
drown.
like. No, that's what it feels like. It's gross.
All right.
But Allah will reward us. We can swim in Jannah.
You want to keep the beaches,
Keep the beach.
which I agree.
Wait
I
a
agree.
minute. Get rid of them beaches, mate. I'm the hijabi now.
That's what I'm saying. You think, but then again, what if you get like a rich husband and you guys have like a private beach and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, but it's not like we're going to watch the sunset on the beach.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say to you. That's why I put those 2 together.
Okay,
The best
wait. I
bit
need
about
to think.
beaches
Let me
normally
just be a bit selfish.
is like the sunset or sunrise. They're the best parts.
You're right. No, but...
When I think of a beach, I think of when you see the sun rising or going down. It looks so nice.
Get rid of the
vibes.
beach. Get rid of the beach. I changed my mind.
Yeah, for you, I feel like, because are you gonna really be in a beach that much?
Yeah,
compared to a sunset when you're in your apartment and that vibe it gives you every day.
Get rid of that beach. Get
See
rid
how
of the
that
beach.
switched up
You
quick?
opened my mind. I didn't think about it because I forgot that. Like, yeah, get rid of the beach.
Getting rid of the beach. Next one, milkshakes or ice cream.
Does that count as protein shake as well?
Yeah.
For milkshake?
Yeah.
Get rid of protein shake. Are you sure that's not really a milkshake?
There's different milkshake versions of it, so you can have other versions of it, but not the milkshake ones.
Get rid of ice cream.
Do you think? I feel like ice cream is way more like. How many times do you have a milkshake realistically?
Every day.
No, forget the protein stuff.
You're
Like here and there.
right.
But
These are
ice cream is like
hard.
like you're gonna
But
have
I
that
don't really
for your
have.
life.
But then little kids aren't ever going to be able to enjoy
Yeah,
ice
that's so
creams.
sad. And then we're gonna talk about like this age.
Nah,
thing
but
that
gains are
we're
more
mixing.
important. Fuck them kids. No, honestly, I'm getting rid of ice cream.
Okay.
No, but
Yeah.
does that count as like sorbets and like
All of that stuff.
get rid of the milkshake?
Yeah, look at you. She can't make her mind up. All right, milkshake. That's your final one. We're not changing it.
Okay, go.
Showers or baths?
Hey, this one's so easy.
This one is easy, I think.
Obviously, I
Just
don't
get
want
rid of the
either.
bath. Oh. You
I'm
dirty.
joking.
Can
Yeah,
you get rid of
obviously
both?
get rid of the bath because when I have a bath, I have to shower after.
Yeah,
because
literally.
I'm
'cause
sat in my dirt.
Yeah, you're just sitting in your dirt. That's
yeah,
so
yeah,
buzz.
that's easy. That's easy.
There's a lot of people that are like, no.
Yeah, my bath.
All right. I feel like you don't care about either of these. Breakfast or dinner?
Hey, yo! That was so mean.
Sorry to the headphone users. You just shouted my name.
Sorry. So I right now would get rid of dinner because I don't really have. I don't really eat. I get rid of dinner because I have to have. Great. Is it like a personal thing?
No, it's gonna affect. It's gonna affect the whole
No,
world.
I know, but I'm saying, should I answer in a way?
No, for yourself. For yourself.
Okay, for myself, I'm getting rid of dinner because I need to eat breakfast with my medication, and I don't really have dinner a lot of the time.
You know, I'm such like a breakfast person. Like I could, you know how some people have to wake up and have like a light breakfast. I could wake up and have a full steak meal with like everything, chips,
that's
everything.
Insane. You know, that's actually.
Like I know people that can't. They have to wake up and have the lightest thing.
Yeah,
and like,
that's me.
I'm like, no, I can wake up, literally not even wash my face, but I can sit up and someone can hand me a steak dinner and I'll eat it and
You know
mash
what's
out.
funny about that, right? Recently, I've been waking up in the middle of the night and not sleepwalking.
This is what you used to do.
I used to do it in Cambridge, innit?
Yeah. And just start snacking.
I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'll go to my kitchen and I'll start snacking. I'll eat crisps and stuff. And I'll wallah, guys.
I'm sorry, this sounds dirty, yeah, but if you've ever woken up and the first thing you've done is put like a crisp or a chocolate in your mouth, it's the most banging thing ever. Because you go from like no sensation or taste in your mouth the whole however many hours, and all of a sudden put like a chocolate or a crisp.
Like a poo flavoured chocolate.
What the hell?
Because you got poo morning breath.
No, that's disgusting. Anyway, it just bangs. It's like a double in sensation.
But yeah, that's true. I do agree. And maybe that's why I do it. In the middle of the night, I'll wake up and I'll just want to eat something.
Yeah, mad. That's good though. At least you're eating, alhamdulillah. All right, next one is, cars or planes.
Damn, that's a really good one.
So that's like no holidays or you're walking everywhere and it's going to take, you're going to have to trek like back in the day.
Respectfully, cars is like a necessity. Planes is like a luxury.
Do you know why I would say, I would agree, yeah? Because I feel like a lot of countries you can get to by car.
Yeah.
And they'll find a way at some point to get a car to like these countries that you can't access.
Exactly. I'm sorry. But realistically, I use a plane like once or twice a year.
Yeah.
And you use a car every day.
But like the world that you want to experience.
No, but you can still experience it. It just means that traveling now is going to be more of a trek. Like think about it, we can get to Morocco in 3 days.
Yeah, but like back in the day, they used to like trek. Like you imagine coming from like Cambridge to London back in the day. It'd be like a week journey.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do that now.
I come up here in like an hour.
I'm not trying to, exactly. That's why I'm keeping the cars.
Yeah, okay. That's a good one.
I think, yeah, definitely cars. See, I was going to say these are easy, but sorry guys. I mean, the last episode, my feet were like this. I'm really sorry. Yeah, some of them are easy, but then some of them are really hard.
Or like you think they're easy and then you realize.
Yeah. You think, oh, this is easy. And then you're like, oh shit, wait.
Okay, so last one. I had makeup and then something else, but I couldn't think because you're hijabi and I was going to say hair, like doing your hair, but then I realized you don't really care about that. So the last one is this. Sofas and chairs, like in general, or beds?
That's such a silly one, Ayob.
Why?
Because I'm not going to sleep. I need to sleep.
No, but this is a trick question, brother.
I can sit on my bed.
You can sleep on your sofa.
Damn, you're right.
So you can have sofas and chairs and just have a sleep on your sofa.
I think that's the
You're
best.
like, I need my bed. Forget about ever sitting in anyone's house ever. You're going to go there and just stand all the time and be tired.
You're 100% getting rid of the bed.
Yeah.
100% because...
But then really, like, how comfortable are sofas?
No, but you just get a really comfortable sofa.
Yeah,
100% get rid of the bed. Yeah, we don't need a bed.
Okay, guys, and that was our first
That was
episode
fun.
of Kalo's Killer segment.
You know what, guys?
We'll be back. Keep an eye out.
Comment down below, yeah, what questions for the next Kalo's Killer segment.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we can do it together. That was so good. You picked really good ones. I'm not going to lie.
Thank you. I feel like they were the best ones. Like, I'm not
And
going to have any more good ones.
next time it's going to be water or juice. You're going to be so basic.
Air or carbon monoxide. No, I'm joking. Dumbass. I didn't correct you also.
I said carbon. Did you see?
You said carbon monoxide.
No, but
carbon
did you see I
dioxide.
went carbon? They clipped it out.
Oh, I
It was
didn't
funny.
see.
Anyway.
Okay, guys. So for today's episode, we actually have a sponsor.
Oh my god!
And that sponsor is me. I have put together 4 of my favorite looks in a preset pack for Lightroom. A lot of you guys for years have been asking me how I edit my pictures, how I get them
One
to
person.
look. Literally. Nah, a lot of you have been asking me how I get a certain look in the sense of the lighting, the colors, all that stuff. And yeah, I created a pack of the 4 looks that I use majority of the time.
Wait, I just realized you use Lightroom, right?
Yeah.
So I use Lightroom. So could I use your presets?
You could use them, but the problem is
It has professionally taken.
They're for like photos that are taken on a camera in a setting that is raw.
Oh, okay.
Meaning it has more dynamic range in colors. You can bring the brightness up without it like ruining the image.
Yeah.
So this is primarily for people that actually use a camera, who are into photography and all that kind of stuff. And you want your photos to look like mine. Some of them will pop up on the screen. Then yeah, check out. It'll be linked in the description.
Amazing.
Whoop whoop. But yeah, back to the episode.
I'm not gonna lie, you know what's
Oh, never
mad?
mind.
I saw the before and afters and I was like, wow.
Yeah,
like,
no, people don't realize how much like
Yeah,
there's editing in it.
when I look at that, I'm like, oh, he took the photo and then added a filter on, like a quick filter. And then I'm like,
But the thing is, that's kind of how it goes. Is now I've created the presets.
now that's
They
what you
kind of
do.
are like a filter.
Yeah.
So I take the picture. I know what kind of vibe I'm going for.
Yeah.
I click on it. It's like a cool blue one. I want that, and then I adjust it to fit that exact picture
That's
and
so
environment.
good. Well done. Creative.
Yeah, dude. It'll be linked in the description. Check it out. Support me. Support the gang. And yeah, it will help you guys as well if you want to create the similar look. Thank you. And yeah, onto the podcast.
I don't know if this is really a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I saw someone talking about it on TikTok, and I'm pretty sure they were talking about it on a podcast. But there apparently is an app, or someone is making an app, or it was an idea that it's called like You're Cancelled. I tried to find the app, I couldn't find it. So maybe it's not an app.
That's a sick app for you.
That was a
Been there, done that. No, I'm joking.
that was a terrible joke, and we're gonna move past that. That was funny though. Well done, Soddy.
Thanks.
No. So the app is called You're Cancelled, right? And it basically just brings back your tweets from 2015. No, so
That's not even funny.
listen. The app's called You're Cancelled, and it's basically when you make plans with someone, you both have this app, right? So
Yeah.
let's say me and you were meeting today. We both have the app. When we say, okay, let's meet this day, we put it in the app. You're still laughing at my
Yeah.
joke. We put the meeting in the app, so we
Yeah.
schedule it like Google Calendar. And then if I want to cancel, let's say I'm not feeling up to it, but I don't want to say to you, oh, I'm not really feeling up to it. Can we cancel? Because
Yeah.
sometimes it's like rude and you don't know if they're excited or not.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I want to cancel, I'll press a button. And let's say you don't want to cancel, you don't press the button. You'll never know that I pressed that button.
Yeah.
But then if you press the button,
It notifies us both.
it's like, congratulations, you both want to cancel.
That's lit.
I'm not going to lie.
So you could basically do it like, and then if you're both on it,
if you both want to like slyly cancel, but you don't want to say anything.
and you don't want to be rude to the person, so
Yeah.
they'll never know.
They'll never know, but then you only find out if you've both decided to cancel your plans.
That's so cold, but I'm an overthinker. I'll just press it anyway to see if they pressed it.
Ayo's so sneaky. He's like, I'm really excited for today, but I'm going to see if they're excited.
Yeah,
for
let me
today.
see if they're excited. And then you have to play it off. Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah,
I didn't really want to either.
No, that is true. See, when you think of it like that, it ruins
But
it.
no, it could still definitely work if you like take it seriously.
The issue is...
But it would be an issue. I'd be scared. I'd want like, imagine if you're both wanting to know if the other
we're
person...
two different people, because I was going to say the issue is I'll be pressing that button all the time.
Oh, okay.
No, I genuinely would.
No, but what if it's two overthinkers and like, let me just see if they've pressed it, and then they both do that,
No,
and, then,
but come on, look.
and then they both think they don't want to do it.
Enjoy life, man. You're just...
Can't we just meet up anymore? Oh my God, why are we putting an app involved?
No, but it's like...
No, it's kind of smart.
It's a fun app to have, I'm not going to lie.
Because there's so many times where like I've made a plan to do something with someone, and then like I'm like, oh, I really don't want to, and they're probably thinking the same thing, but you both just do it because you feel bad.
Yeah, and you're just like, it's just a bit long. But then they're usually the ones that you end up going to and enjoying.
Yeah, it's true. It's
So
true.
maybe that app is just like ruining everyone's fun.
You're gonna get the app, and everyone's gonna be at home. Yeah, fuck off. I need to stop swearing. What's wrong with
Yeah,
me?
like just people stop going out. Speaking of apps, right? This isn't an ad, and I wish it was. But the reason I'm mentioning it is because as we're approaching 2024,
Someone clip this so that the company that we're talking about
yeah.
will work with us.
So as we're approaching 2024, I'm a firm believer in chucking things out and starting fresh, clearing your phone, clearing your wardrobe, getting rid of any negativity, anything you don't want to take into
To charity.
2024. Charity, of course. So that's something I think you lot should do over the next month. There's this lady called Con Marie, and she has a book and a way of like cleaning it. She says if you look at an outfit, right, and I don't know if this, I thought it was just me, but if you pick up an item of clothing and you haven't worn it in the last 6 months and it doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it. Like there's sometimes clothes or outfits that I pick up and it like it makes me feel a bit weird. Like I'm like, maybe it was a bad time in my life, or do you know what I mean? Does that ever happen to you?
No, I have like a whole I kind of understand that, and I feel like there are people like that, but my system is such like I've got this system of rotation of how it works.
Yeah.
It would last in my wardrobe for a while. If it becomes a top that I don't wear anymore, it gets demoted to household wear.
Oh, it used to be. Do
you know what I mean?
You used to give it to me.
Yeah, but now it's like
Snake.
it's a what top, because I've got a section like my wardrobe. My main wardrobe is filled with all the clothes that I wear out. They're different to the clothes that I have indoors.
No, everyone has this. I'm not gonna.
But that's what I mean. Everyone. So if it becomes an old t-shirt that I don't wear out anymore, it will then get drafted to the.
But did any of
I
those
sleep in this or I stay at home in this.
But any of those t-shirts or clothes, you think I was going through a bad time in life where I used to wear this regularly, and you think I don't.
Nah, I don't associate bad times with clothes.
I
Weirdo.
do. But if you are like me, and actually I'm not weirdo, because Con Marie said it herself. She said if you look at it and it doesn't bring you joy, so it doesn't actually make you excited to wear it or happy, then get rid of it. And if you're like me, you have a lot of clothes that you just don't wear. Guys, going into 2024, do that, okay? Anyway, the app has nothing to do with that. There's an app, right? And it's changed my life. It's called
The
Swipe.
app has nothing to do with that.
No, I've just...
What the hell was this? No,
it has
I was thinking, okay, so what's this app going to tell us?
No,
to
it has
do?
nothing to do with clothes. So there's an app called Swipe Wipe. So on our phones, yeah, I'm a firm believer in get rid of... I'm saying I'm a firm believer. I haven't done it yet. I'm like 100 million% inshallah for 2024. I've been in the process of doing it. Getting rid of any photos I don't want on my phone. Mm-hmm. So this Swipe Wipe app, I'm genuinely putting you lot on, but it needs to be sponsored. You know how it's so long to delete photos?
Yeah. Listen, this is how I know I'm an old man, yeah? If I go in my photo library right now, it is literally just screenshots. Like, I don't have, like,
Do you
photos
ever look
anymore.
back at them?
No, but I'm always like, I need to remember this. Screenshot, never look back at it ever
Why
again.
do we do that? And I save stuff on... Why do I have a saved button or a favorites on TikTok or on Insta?
Oh, I always go through my favorites on TikTok. But
I never do. Yeah. I never do.
But I'm that annoying guy that's like, look at this, look at it. Like, I favorite because I want to show people at some point.
Yeah, but it's usually like the last 10 that you'll show.
Yeah,
and then before that, it's not. Anyway, back to this app. Gosh, I'm acting like I made the app.
Yeah.
So... the thing I really like about it, and you should download it anyway, is it makes deleting photos so easy.
No, I will do it because I need to get rid of all these screenshots.
I think you have to pay for it. I think.
I will not do it. No, I reckon. Yeah, I will.
I don't think you do. I don't know. You might. I got this like 2 months ago. But what it does is it goes to your photos, right?
Yeah.
And you can put a screenshot on the screen. I'm going to screen record here. It goes to all of your photos.
Yeah.
Wait, it's saying 23. What the hell? Oh, it goes down to every date that you've had your photos or you've got a photo in, and you see these are all X'd off. Mm-hmm. They're the ones that I've deleted the photos of.
Well, all of them?
No, not all of them. The ones I wanted from that month. Mm-hmm. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get it.
So the ones I deleted in this month, I've cleared it.
Okay, cool.
So then let's go to April 2020. Wait, I have to look first in case it's something bad. Okay, so this is just a random screenshot, yeah? What it does is, if you want to delete it, you press this way and it deletes it. And if you want to keep it, you go like this and it keeps it.
That's cold. That's cold.
It's so sick.
Does it go to your recently deleted so you can, like, go back and check?
Yeah, you can go back and check and it gives you the option and it deletes it off your phone. So, like, delete.
No, that's sick. That's made life so much easier.
Keep.
That's made life so much easier.
Yeah. So.
You're basically going through, like.
And then it gives you each
Tinder.
month. And then when you've done the month, it takes it off. And then also the good thing about this is at the end of every day it will notify you and say you've got photos from today, do you want to delete them? So it keeps your phone clear. And then
I'm not gonna lie to you, this would be a sick sponsor us, man. We just gave you a plug.
Yeah, no,
it's not
guys,
a sponsor anymore. We told them all about it.
No, but guys, honestly, I think for me personally, it's so sick because you're just swiping, keep, delete, and it actually deletes it off your phone.
But I always get like worried about stuff like that. Like, but then I realize if they're like a proper
every app has access to your photos.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know why I'm talking. Literally every app on my phone has access to my phone. I'm always like, yeah, allow.
Damn, do you think there's someone that's just like, let me just go through someone's phone?
Yeah,
photos?
It'd be bare fun to be like that. Like just have access to everyone's stuff.
No, I feel like I feel like that's a bit scary.
Something you don't want to know.
But yeah, guys, sorry, that was just a little plug putting you lot on.
I was gonna say this, yeah. I was thinking, yeah. First of all, that's sick. I'm definitely gonna download it because I've got so many things I want to go. Like, I've got multiple screenshots, but I want to know like which ones I want to keep and not.
Exactly, and it's
like,
so
look,
long going and
let me
pressing.
show you.
It's so long going and deleting and
look at
like.
my thing. Screenshots.
Yeah,
screenshots.
Like clear your phone as well.
Screenshots. My phone is genuinely quite clear. Like I keep things very like nice.
You can tell who has ADHD and who doesn't out of our phone screens.
Yeah, mine's like very aesthetic.
Let's like show the difference in our photos in our phones. Yours is so, Allahumma barik. Ayub's is so like clean.
But that's the first thing I do is I like get a phone and I make sure the aesthetic everything.
This just shows
nice.
what my life is.
Oh,
like.
that gives me anxiety, man. The amount of notifications you've got on there. What the hell?
Yeah, this just shows my life compared to yours.
What's your email notifications? Be honest.
No, but to be fair,
I like check mine every day.
No,
like,
no,
even
no.
Now.
I've been recently. I've cleared my emails. I've only
No,
got
but look at
56.
your Gmail, like 4,000. That gives me anxiety.
Oh,
That is
doesn't
so
count. It doesn't count. Anyway, sorry, you were saying something, right?
bad. Yeah, we're just talking about aesthetic. I was talking about doing it, but yeah, like that is clean. Come on.
Yeah.
And don't you think that's smart? I've put the 3 green ones there. Like it's all color
Oh
coded.
yeah.
So it's like phone, WhatsApp, and then like there's the blues, the blacks.
See, I need you to organize
and then
my
like
life.
the coloured ones.
Where are all your apps?
You don't need them on the screen. They're all here.
Oh.
I can just search them whenever I want them. Yeah, that's disgusting. Get out of here.
But yeah.
Yeah.
We should do like you know what? We should get like recommendations of apps, like cool apps that do anything, and then like trial them on the podcast.
Yeah, and they should pay us hopefully.
Aww. Life.
Yeah, shut up. Let's end this crap.
No, I'm having fun just being here. And
I actually love you guys. Be honest, if you made it this far into the episode, then I want you to go buy the pack that I was. No, I'm joking. If you made it this far into this episode, can you comment down below? What should we comment?
Swipe.
Oh, yeah.
Swipe.
People are going to go in the comment section and be like, what the hell's going on here?
No, the reason I like these sort of episodes, yeah, where it's just like chill and talking is because, which they all are chill and talking, is because like these are the sort of episodes I like. Cause
You're going to say the same thing again. We get it.
When you're
Because, you
cleaning.
you just don't listen and you clean up. We
No,
get it.
But what I mean is, right, even if you want to save this episode for a cleaning day, I know I always say it, guys, or something you got to do, right? Because let's say you want to walk off for 5 minutes, not really missing much.
No, don't say that. You're basically cussing us out. You're not missing much. We're not giving anything. We give good advice, a great
Speaking of
conversation
advice,
and topics.
we have some topics that people wanted us to discuss.
Yeah, go on then.
Should we touch on them?
Should we touch on them or should we go into the next episode?
Let's do one. I think let's give them one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I put on my Instagram what you guys want us to speak about, and you guys sent a bunch of stuff, and I've got a load here.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I screenshot them.
Okay.
Okay, so... Okay, there's a lot.
Okay, pick one.
I know this is hard. Okay, let's just do the first one that I screenshot. It says, how men should approach girls to get to know them / halal dating.
I feel like that's every podcast ever at the moment.
Really? I mean, people do speak about marriage a lot, but it is true though.
I'll just say this. This is my only 2 pence that I have left.
Why don't you
now
tell
that
us
I've left
how
the
you,
game.
Allahumma barik. Why don't you tell us what you done? Because you didn't really tell us.
Yeah, let me explain. Yeah.
Hey, he was like, all right.
All right, let me
lads."
tell you how it's done.
Yeah.
This is once now that I'm married and everything, this is the only piece of advice I have to women in general, Muslim women. Because it's just facts. If a man wants to marry you and do it right, he's gonna do it. You're gonna know. There's no games. There's no wait for this, wait for that. If a man wants to marry you, yeah, and he's serious and he's on his din and he's taking things properly, he's gonna tell you straight away his intentions, and he's gonna go out of his way to make sure it happens properly. Let me speak to your dad. Let me speak to your brother. Let me do this. Let me do that. If he's not doing those things, I don't even know what to say to you. Like, you're just fooling yourself at this point.
But some of us.
I'm just telling you just facts. Just from what I know.
I 100%
and I've seen
agree.
it with me, how I went about it,
but-
how my friends have gone about it. If they want to get married, they're telling. There's no.
100%,
they're telling
I
you.
agree, right? But a man's not just gonna look at you and say, "I want to marry you."
No, but I'm saying when.
I'd say it within the first couple of months of speaking and not doing haram.
Sometimes even sooner than that. I'll be real.
Yeah, obviously sooner than that. But don't give girls this expectation that this guy's gonna go, "Hi, can I marry you?"
No,
and
but that's
just
not
meet
what I'm
your dad?"
saying. That's not what I'm saying.
You mean he's not gonna want to?
Even from the start, they're gonna tell you straight away. I'm looking like look, women. Listen to me.
I'm a woman. You can speak to me.
Yeah, you're gonna tell the difference when you're speaking to someone who's serious and someone who's not.
No, I agree.
They're gonna come to you and instantly they're gonna be on job. There's no, and do you know how to test it yourself?
Yeah.
This is what you do. They say, I want to get to know you, and let's be real. If you're actually looking for marriage and you want to do things in a halal way, and they say, let me speak to your dad, majority of times I feel like some men might do that knowing that the girl is in fear,
gonna
or
say
let's wait a
no.
little bit. But they use that as their way in, and they might not be telling the truth.
Yeah.
Put him to the test. Actually get your dad involved. Come on, you want to get married? Let's do it properly. Do you know what I mean? That's
so true.
Allah has put these things in place to literally save you and save us. And
you know what I'm going to do? You know what I got to do? I'm going to be like,
call their bluff.
No, you want to speak to my dad? All right, 1 second. Hello?
You just hear ding ding. This
hang up. No, but I do agree, right?
Look, along those lines, when I say this, I also know that, and you should take it with a grain of salt, there are some people in certain situations that I can't think of right now, but there may be a family issue or something going on, or they've like lost some, do you know what I mean? They may be in a hard place where they do need a bit of time to gather up and sort their life out,
but
maybe sort some funds.
But you shouldn't be emotionally investing in someone that you don't know when. It could be a year's time, 2 years' time, a month's time, they are going to be able to commit.
Yeah. So there are certain cases that are special, but it's just obvious, bro. If you've been speaking to someone for over 6 months and they keep prolonging this process of... Come on, man.
Yeah.
You're never going to really know anyone. I'm sorry. Yes, you can do your best, but people can lie. There's been people that you'd think you'd know them for 10 years and all of a sudden they're someone completely different.
I agree.
You think your talking stage for a year is going to tell you who that person is.
Yeah,
No, they can literally keep that up the whole time. All you have to do is put trust in Allah and take that step forward.
But yeah,
that's all you should do.
Obviously, pray istikhara and don't waste your time on these men.
Make dua, take precaution. If it's meant to be, it will be. If it's not, it's not. And sometimes it may be, but Allah has put that person in your life to teach you a lesson or something, and it might go wrong. But that's for a reason, and Allah is the best of planners.
You know, let me talk.
Because you ain't got any good experience in this field. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry, carry on.
No, you've interrupted me like 7 times.
No, but I was in my monologue, like, let me have my moment.
I know, but I have some things to say about what you're saying, and then you change the subject, and I'm like...
Oh, sorry, yeah, okay. If you want to jump in at that point, sorry, carry on.
So, lost it now? No, what was I going to say? No, I genuinely lost it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
No,
sorry.
it's fine. So, what I was going to say is, as I've gotten older, right? Mm-hmm. I get the ick at men that are okay with doing haram with me. Not that I'm saying... What I mean is... I get the ick knowing that a guy...
The men are okay with doing this with me?
No, I get the ick knowing that a guy's like would be okay to be in a relationship with me.
Yeah.
Like, or would be okay to chill with me alone, or like would what like... Do you know what I mean? It gives me the ick because I'm like, oh, I'll still do it. And I'm joking. I'm joking. Wallah, I'm joking, guys. No, I'm saying it gives me the ick. Like, why are you not... Do you not care about my afterlife? Do you know what I mean?
Do they care about their own one?
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay, you don't care about yours. But when a guy says he loves a woman, you're just like, I'd die for her. But like, you don't love me enough to care about what actually happens to me. And then I'm like, ick.
The thing is, I can't insult that because we've all made mistakes in the past. We've all been so way. I don't think it fully tells what the person is.
No, I'm not saying it makes him a shit person. I'm saying as I've gotten older, when that happens, I'm just like...
Yeah, you kind of see.
But to be fair, I did have someone recently, like straight off the bat, say to me, like, basically, he'd been following me for a while, and I decided to just reply. Because the reason I didn't ever reply to him, because he's a handsome guy, Allahumma barik, he's like, looks like he's got his life together. The reason I never replied to him is because he just follows so many girls. And like recently, I've been in a mode of, you know what, a bit lonely, a bit bored. Might as well just see what there is out there. Maybe my soulmate's around the corner. So like, I just replied to him. I said, by the way, the reason I don't reply to you is because you follow too many girls. And then he was like, let me know where and when. I'll unfollow them all and I'll come speak to your dad and speak to your brother and get married. And I was like, it is kind of refreshing to see that someone straight off the bat is like, I'm not here to play games.
What's the reason for following all these girls? And what type of... Is it like the models and stuff like that?
No, it's just like girls. But I don't know, because we didn't go into that. But I'm saying it's refreshing to see that someone's like...
Was serious about it.
Yeah.
You didn't call his bluff, so you don't know.
No, but...
That's when you were like, okay, sir, what you did.
No, but he has asked me a few times since then.
What, to speak to...
Yeah, to you. And I'm like...
Tell him it's too late, you fucked up. I need to stop swearing.
Yeah, why are you swearing so much? But yeah, it is nice and refreshing to see men that are just like, you know what, I'm not trying to do haram. And especially like personally, if you're speaking to someone for a certain amount of time and they're not telling you, like they kind of want a relationship, or you don't think that any time in the near future they're thinking of making it halal, just cut it off.
It's such a weird situation, honestly, because...
But then again, you don't want
I
to jump
don't
in.
actually-
I don't want to encourage young people to jump into marriages at the same time. This is why I always say, pray istikhara, make dua. Either way, whatever happens is best for you.
Yeah.
Even if that person's a lesson for you or it's your soulmate. But never get married without praying istikhara, without making dua, without, do you get it? Allah will always want the best for you.
Yeah, another piece of advice I'd give you again, honestly, and I understand people can change and all this stuff, but if you're Muslim and you're trying to get married and you're like, oh, how, like, you're just confused about the situation, they haven't asked about your dad's hand, and they don't even pray themselves, and they don't check off these boxes, I don't even think it's worth taking it serious. Like, just cut it off and find someone else. Honestly, there's so many people in this world.
Personally,
Like, you can find someone that's actually on their din and praying properly. And I know some people may be like that and not be a good person, but that's where you weigh up and you obviously pray to Allah. But I don't think a man who's not on his din, a man that's not praying his 5 prayers, which is, I can't even say the word,
bare minimum.
don't even take that as serious as an option.
Guys,
who do you want in your life who is meant to be almost like someone who pushes you to be better and do better if they're not even
if he has
on it
no
themselves?
discipline when it comes to, this is, you know what, it gives me the ick when men don't pray.
Yeah, everything gives you the ick, bro. Can we cancel that word?
No,
I'm actually over it.
I'm going to tell you why, and it's going to make sense. It gives me the ick when men don't pray, and I'll tell you why, right? God created you, a man, yeah, to be able to go out, go to war. Your bodies can get physically so strong.
Mm-hmm.
You can go and hunt. There's so much that Allah created and so much strength he put in you. So for you to not be able to get up and go to the toilet and do wudu and go and pray for 2 minutes, that gives me the absolute ick.
Yeah, but that's not physical. That's
No,
mental.
but it's discipline.
And
I get it. It's discipline. That's what I mean. But I'm saying you're created to be able to do this, and you can't do something that is 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
So for me, it gives me the ick personally, because I'm like, it's such a discipline as well comes in with strength, and to be able to have that is such a like manly thing to have, and for you to not do it 5 times a day, like what? There's nothing. There's not really a much value to you, and I don't look when I say that, right?
People struggle.
I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm also not looking at the men who don't pray and saying you're literally nothing. I'm not saying that, because I know sometimes you need that push to get into it. We didn't all just pray 5 times a day. But what I'm saying is, with me saying that, look at it and say to yourself, if you're a man that doesn't pray, if you're a woman that doesn't pray as well, mainly men, say to yourself, no, you know what? I am strong. I can do this physically, and mentally I'm going to be disciplined.
Yeah, it's true, but your heart has to be in it. I'll be real.
Yeah, but the second you start to physically
push yourself
I
to do
think
it,
you
it
have to
starts build.
physically do those steps for your heart to as well.
Do you know what?
start to
I actually
be
agree
in it.
with that. Sometimes people are like waiting for when they're like, I just haven't got a spiritual connection. They're waiting for that. But they believe it in the religion, but they haven't got that spiritual. Sorry, they believe it, but they haven't got that spiritual connection.
And
yet.
that's probably what's stopping a lot of people from praying. They're like, I just don't have it in me.
Yeah,
But
I don't feel anything when I'm praying. But
do the physical side later on. The mental side will come.
Or emotional, yeah, literally.
Emotional, yeah. Sometimes I pray and I don't feel anything. Like I'm just doing an action.
Yeah, but we got to remember, that no matter what, who's feeling what when they're praying, the prayer, the actual reason for the prayer is to worship God. It's not for you to come and feel amazing.
Yeah,
it's a benefit from it, but it's for you to praise God, because that's what we've been told to do. So whether you're feeling it or not, sometimes people might feel bad that they think, oh, this is so long. That's the whole point. The whole point is you don't want to get up and go pray right now.
You don't want to get out of bed
it's
in
long,
the cold.
But the whole point is you're showing that God is in charge and he means more to you than the comfort that you're in right now. So you're just going to go do it. And that's where the reward lies. Some people think you have to go and really enjoy praying and really be connected. No, you know the truth. You've accepted that the Quran is the word of God, and you've accepted the reality that there is the last prophet, peace be upon him, and that one of our obligations is to pray. Whether you enjoy it or not, you believe it's come from God. He told us we need to pray. So you're going to be rewarded no matter how you feel about having to do the act, as long as you do the act.
And you know, as you start to do it, this is what I think. I think personally you have to force yourself to do it in the sense where, let's say you haven't been praying in a long time, because it happens, guys, and you're waiting for that spiritual connection. I say get up, do the actions yourself, and then what's going to slowly start to follow is emotionally you're going to have one of those days or nights where you sit and you really speak to God. And then after that, the feeling you get of praying and going to sleep praying and knowing you've completed your prayers and knowing you're protected, you've done your adhkar, the feeling of that is what keeps you still doing your prayers. Do you get it?
Do you know what it's like? It's
like a domino effect.
It's like a contentment of like, you know, when you've like completed your to-do list and you just feel good that day.
Don't know that feeling. No, but 100%. It's like
like when I finish my prayers for the day and I've done everything, I just feel like I feel good. Like that's it. I'm basically chilling for the rest of the day. Like I don't have to explain it. It just feels good. Alhamdulillah.
It does.
Like you feel like, oh, I'm on the right path. I've done the right thing.
And guys, as well, quickly, because I think a lot of people don't speak about this, right? It's okay to struggle. And when I speak about prayer, I don't want people to think that I pray every single prayer.
It's not like a judgment.
It's just a case of when I say prayer needs to be in your heart there, I don't think you should be able to go about your day-to-day life and just not be thinking about it. Even if you struggle, you're late, or you even miss one for whatever reason, may Allah make it easy for us. I don't think you need to get into the routine of it's on your mind. Oh, you know what? I haven't prayed and it's stressing me out. Let me just get it out of the way. So like, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying you're going to be perfect. None of us are perfect, but you can only try your best and eventually that will be the best, if that makes sense, inshallah.
Do you know what? Inshallah, and I pray that Allah makes it easy for all of us and everyone watching.
And for those that aren't Muslim,
may Allah
even
guide
like
you.
meditation, sitting, you know, breathing exercises. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, inshallah. I did want to ask this. I've noticed that we're quite like we're a podcast that addresses the camera quite a lot, or the audience.
Yeah.
Whereas other podcasts just sit and talk to each other. So I did actually want to ask you guys, what do you guys prefer?
I was thinking
I've seen some people comment on other podcasts. They love that they're just watching a conversation, but we're so like speaking and then talk to them and then speaking and then talk to them.
Should I tell you why? I think with us, because I've noticed I don't ever see any other podcast sit and speak to the camera.
Yeah, they just sit and talk to each other.
You know why? I personally do it because I feel like they're part of this.
Honestly, same. I feel like when I'm sitting talking, I honestly, in my head, I'm imagining people intensely, like actually listening to us and being like, yeah, no, definitely. Like,
it's like they're in the conversation.
Yeah, that's what I feel like as well.
I 100%, that's why I do it. Because I feel like us just sitting here and like, you're boring. I want you lot.
Wow. Also, when we're giving advice as well, I feel
imagine that.
It feels weird to give you that
praying,
advice.
Yeah. Because if you do, I know what you mean.
Like, I literally just finished praying in front of you. Do you know what I mean? Like, how am I going to give you
when we were speaking about the porn addiction. So when you have a porn
yeah, literally, like you have to, I don't know. It's like, yeah. I feel like it feels natural. It feels quite natural. It feels quite natural to speak.
That was a funny joke.
It was funny. It feels quite natural to speak to the audience.
It was too inappropriate to laugh at that joke.
Yeah, gee, really relaxation.
But no, I do agree. Damn, we're doing it now. But no, I do. I look at the camera because I see them and I'm like, you lot are involved in this. But I guess we're having a podcast conversation.
Yeah. Is this a podcast or we're just running at like talking to the camera for an hour and however many minutes?
Guys, let us know what you want. Like, do you want us to
act
like the camera's
Imagine
not
if
there?
we get so many comments. Yeah, guys, stop talking to us, please. We've had enough. Just speak to each other.
I said, do you want us to act like the camera's not there and get cancelled? I'm joking. Wallah, I'm joking. Yeah.
Okay. I think that is the end of this
Guys,
episode.
as well, before we end the episode, and if you've made it this far, then your opinion matters. Can you let us know what you want to see more of in 2024? Like, we do have some plans, inshallah, we said all the time. But, like, let us know. We want to cater to you guys. Like, you lot are the audience. You lot are sadly relatable. Do you get it? What do you want to see?
Yeah.
What do you want more of? What did you like? What
and
did you
enjoy? Do you want to see as well?
On the podcast. We have some lined up, but yeah.
Inshallah. Anyway, Nishan, where can I find you?
You can find me smiling on my pillow. You can find me at Isnisrin on Instagram and TikTok.
You can find me at Kalo, Kachar on all social media platforms. Don't forget to follow Relatable podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Guys, we love you lot so much. Thank you a million times over for coming back, supporting us, and showing us so much love. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And click the notification bell so you can be notified every time that we post. Honestly, I'll see you next week. Peace.
Love you. Bye.